Hey everyone, my name is Mike, and today I'd like to take you on an adventure with me. Recently, I got the itch to play with some older Linux distributions. We're talking Linux distributions that are at least 20 years old. See, these were the Linux distributions I grew up playing with. Now, I first tried running these in virtual machines. You see, the problem with VirtualBox and KVM when trying to run something that's 20 years old is they often emulate hardware that's a bit newer than what these distributions were designed for. I ran into quite a lot of problems, everything from CDs not booting, graphics not working, and just general slowness. So, to really get an accurate experience, and to better relive my teen years, I decided it would be great if I built a PC out of components from that era. We're talking like a Pentium II PC. I think this will be really fun. Now let's get building.
To build this, I found a Premio branded computer. Inside the computer is a Premio branded motherboard and power supply. On the front here, we have a 3.5-inch 1.44 meg floppy, a 100 meg IDE zip drive, and a 5.25-inch CD-ROM drive. Apart from that, it comes with all of these lovely late 90s case badges. Around back we have the power supply, PS2 ports for keyboard and mouse, 2 USB 1.0 ports, 2 serial ports, and a single parallel port. We'll talk about the expansion cards as we install them. You might also notice this Novell Yes sticker. That means the original components in this computer were tested and approved for use in a Novell NetWare environment. It's not important here, but I found that to be neat. First thing to install is the processor. For the processor, we have a Pentium II clocked at 333 MHz based on the Deschutes core. Now, I had to replace the original 40mm fan on it, as the original one made a very grindy sound as it spun. Now, let's install the memory. First is a 32 megabyte stick. This is synchronous RAM. So even though these RAM sticks are all PC100, the front side bus is actually only 66 megahertz, so that's the speed this RAM will be installed at. The second stick here is a 64 megabyte RAM stick, followed by a third 64 megabyte RAM stick. This brings a total amount of system memory up to 160 megs. The first expansion card we're going to install here is a PCI 3COM 10100 network adapter, a 3C905. It just slots right here into this PCI slot. The second expansion card we have is the Sound Blaster Live CT4830. This should be reasonably well supported in Linux. And the last expansion card is our graphics card, an ATI Rage 2C. This, by 1999, should have been supported in most Linux distributions, as I believe it's based off the Mach 64 chip. Now let's get some screws. Now for storage, we're going with this IDE SD card adapter. I originally had a 100 gigabyte IDE hard drive I was planning to install. However, the BIOS does not seem to work with anything larger than 32 gigabytes. So we have a 32 gigabyte micro SD card installed on this. I glued a piece of cardboard to the back to prevent any pins from grounding out. And then it just takes a regular Molex for power. And then we're just gonna shove her in right here. That's a good spot for it. And last but not least is the side panel. Oh man, who put this proprietary crap on here? So that's it. We have a working Pentium II PC built from plenty of pre-Y2K components. Yes, these components still work even 21 years after the world as we knew it was supposed to end when the clock rolled over into the year 2000. I plan to have a series of videos where I explore some of these older turn-of-the-century Linux distributions and the kinds of trials and tribulations a person had to go through if they wanted to use Linux for daily tasks instead of Windows. So, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see me get rid of Windows and have some fun with old Linux distributions, hit that subscribe button. For next time, I think we'll try a distribution that promised at one point to take Linux by storm.